Why, good morning, YouTube. It's Michelle, and this is my Monday morning reveal. I'm participating in the 5 for 5 Summer Challenge that's being hosted on Junk Journal Junkies by Yvonne White Preston and Poet Spice. And I'm way behind the 8 ball, but hey, I'm trudging along. I've already shared with you journals number 1 and 2. The only thing I've done different to number 1 is I did add some Faldori folders with some lined paper that can be taken out. So I did add that, the new and improved. Want to show you numbers 3 and 4. So 3 and 4 were both completed using 6x9 mailer envelopes, and these envelopes have been Mod Podged with napkins, very different in their look. So let's get to sharing. So this is number 3. I'm going to move these out of the way here. So here's number 3. This napkin actually had for me a very French or Italian veranda feel with the pots of flowers and the colors. Very old world, vintagey look. So I've Mod Podged this napkin on, and I also used the same napkin on several vellum bags, and you'll see that within. This has just one simple signature that's been pamphlet stitched in with organza ribbon. On the front, I've made a tattered floral die cut flower. I had also Mod Podged the napkin on some cardstock and wanted to use that for embellishment. So did a tattered floral flower here, and behind it, this is real funny. It's actually applique from my wedding cap that I wore. I had a very, I guess you would say, an African feel to my wedding dress, and so the cap had this lace on it, and so dug that way out of my stash. And this is just some additional stash lace behind, just to give it some dimension behind the flower. And simple eyelet, oh no, this isn't an eyelet. I just wrapped, I'm getting confused. I just wrapped the lace, I tied it on the back here, and that's why the bow is there, and then it's adhered down, and it just wraps around the book, like so, for the closure. So let's open it up real quick. So inside the lip of the envelope makes a tuck spot here. Here you can see where I was not watching what I did when I Mod Podged the inside, and so all of the images are upside down. So this kind of covers that up. Got an envelope I've made out of a doily, as well as one of the vellum bags that I was talking about earlier. This first page is a book page, features some stamping. This is another tattered floral with a stash flower in the center. Pull out the little butterfly, and you've got just some more journaling paper there. Trying to do this very quickly. Definitely coffee stained and tea stained papers. A little bit of stamping. This is an EVG freebie. I'm not sure which one that is. Here is just some lined paper that's been coffee stained. Again, some minimal stamping. This is one of my side fold tuck spots that has been sewn, and this is out of some deli paper. And then I put in some tags using Paula Lemon's. I love that, using the cardboard. So that's my new linings. I just really love that, how that looks. So pretty. This is some deli paper, simple stamping. We've got some parchment. We've got a vellum envelope here, and it is a tuck spot. Nothing's in there though. This was a piece of tea dye paper, and I have a new, it's a border embosser, and so I just did that. It's real cool. This is a utility envelope here. It's got a tuck spot here, tuck spot here. All coffee dyed doilies. These are index cards that have been coffee dyed as well, and I've made little tags out of them. Center of the signature, we've got a butterfly flying, more tuck from the lip of the envelope. And on this side again, a doily tuck there. It's the back of that paper, the back of the glassine bag, some stamping. I use Stays-On. Need to get some brown Stays-On so it will be color coordinated with the rest of the coffee dyed papers. Again, and just going the opposite way, all the other sides. The signature is that. You can see the index cards with some stamping. And this is one of the vellum bags here. I've made a tag. Pull tag pulls up right there. And a butterfly. This butterfly has been cut out of book page. And some coffee filters. And this page has a little bit of lines on it. This was an embossing folder and it didn't emboss all the way, but I wanted to use it. I just stamped it. On the back cover here we have one of Denise's from Tattered Dreams library cards, pockets and cards. And so the library card has been, it was tea-dyed, and then got some stamping on it. A little stash lace, and another one of the vellum bags in here. So that's number 3. Move it to the side. Oops, those just went in the trash. That wasn't real good. Okay, move it out the way, sorry. So here's number 4. This is again another 6x9 mailer. This did much better on the placement of the napkin on this one. This is a really pretty peacock. And in my stash I found this embellishment that I think just really matches it real well. Pulled out the brown or the brick colors in the background and found some flowers to kind of pull out those colors. Got some stash lace. The brown little pom-pom is from Michael's. The cream is a Martha Stewart decoupage set that I got at Tuesday morning. Again, one signature pamphlet stitched in. It's been covered. Here's the back of that napkin. Really pretty. I just used, this is an eyelet and a brad. The initial closure was going to be a button, and the button, after I sewed it, went right through the lid, so I had to do some cosmetic surgery and do another closure. But let's show you the inside of this. So here's some of that. Again, this was a set of Martha Stewart laces that were for decoupage, and I really thought that this went well with the peacock theme, so I created a pocket out of the lace here. I've got 2 of my envelopes from Sagita. She is Vintage Coffee Stains on Etsy, and these are 2 of her envelopes that I purchased. My daughter was teasing me. She's like, "You can make those, Mom." And I was like, "Oh gosh, I just don't have time to make a bunch of envelopes." But I think I also like getting packages from across the pond. So there is a tuck spot there, minimal stamping. This is tea-dyed and coffee-dyed papers as well. Tried to pull in colors that went with the peacock, so Mermaid Lagoon, Distress Ink, as well as Blueprint. The Blueprint really went well with this dark blue and this peacock. So there are several tattered floral flowers in here made from napkins and coffee filters. This is a book page, and it is a tuck spot up top here. Inside, just some washi. This is a piece of parchment. Another one of the tattered floral flowers, and this is one of my side pockets. It has double spots here. Yeah, I adhered that down, so that's not one. On the back, I've got a tattered dream library pocket and card, and these have been stamped with my peacock stamp. More coffee dyed paper and washi. This is a doily tuck here, and that's an index card. This is just extra journaling paper there. Lines, Paul Lemon, again, that cardboard, I love the way that looks. I have to have lines, so typically what I end up doing is going through and doing pencil lines and then erasing them. But I really like the idea of this, having the lines in here. It's just subtle enough, but really like it. This is baker's paper, more coffee dye paper and washi. Here is a utility envelope. I made a, oops, wrong side. I made a tag, and this tag has the full peacock on it, and I used a combination of the Mermaid Lagoon and the colors. The back is plain, but it's been distressed on there. Some stamping, stash lace. Again, that was from that Martha Stewart package. All of the laces there are from that. It was a decoupage kit. This is some Michael's trim here. Some parchment that's been stamped, a journaling card that's been, or a little tag that's been stamped. This is one of EVG's freebies, mainly because of the peacock. Just couldn't resist using that in this little journal. This is the back side of that pocket, little tuck spot there. Again, another tattered floral flower. And then on this, we've got a tuck spot up here. More lines, more paper, parchment coming on the back side. I've got a book belly band here, and then a tag that slips in and out. And on the back page, I've adhered an organza bag for little goodies. So there you have it. Those are number 3 and number 4. I'll work on number 5 today. Again, I'm about a week behind, but I'm loving the fact that I'm getting these done. So I hope everybody has a great, happy, crafty week, and a great start to this Monday morning.